Would you lick some ugly fungi toes to have 10K YouTube followers? For 10K? What's up YouTube? It's your boy Marlon back with another video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Welcome back to the channel. Before you get started, if you haven't done so, please make sure to subscribe as we're trying to reach 3,000 subs. And you know what that means? That means that we reached 2,000 subs as you see in the title. So thank you guys so much for the support. Everybody that decided to click on the subscribe button, really appreciate you guys. And it's crazy because if you were to put me in an arena, right, with 2,000 people, just watching me talk, I'll probably shit my pants. For you guys to, decide, you know what, I like this content enough to subscribe, and for 2,000 people to do that, it's crazy to me. I think with social media, it's very easy to kind of, forget that these are real people that are actually looking at your content and actually subscribing. So I'm very grateful, very thankful for the opportunity, and I wanted to do a little something different. So I decided to do a little Q&A, my first Q&A on the channel. A couple of days ago, I asked you guys to send me a bunch of questions that you wanted me to answer. And we're just gonna chill, and you guys can sit back. I got my drink actually, to celebrate the occasion of reaching 2,000 subs. Sipping on some rum and some pineapple and coconut juice. Very good. Before we get started, please make sure to leave a like, comment, share, all that good stuff. I do also want to thank every single one of you guys that actually asked me some questions. I didn't know how many questions I was gonna get, and I was kind of scared it was gonna flop and I would embarrass myself, but you guys really showed out, so I got a bunch of questions. Without further ado, we're gonna get started. So let's get into the intro. Okay, so before I get started, some of these questions are in French because I do have a lot of French followers on Instagram, so I'm gonna be translating them for you guys if you speak English. And the first question is from Momo Nimaga. So shout out to you, man, because you sent me a bunch of questions. Really appreciate that, bro. He asked first name, last name, age, and origin. So my first name is Marlon, as you guys know. I don't really give out my last name on social media like that. I mean, I don't think it's that important. I'm 26. So I turned 26 in January, Capricorn gang, My parents are from Cameroon and Guadeloupe. So I am African and Caribbean. I was born in France, grew up there until 11, and then, well, actually I spent a year in Saginaw when I was about 1 or 2. Then I came back to France, then I went back to Michigan at around 11, stayed there until I was 17, until I graduated high school. Then I came to Montreal for college and afterwards. So yeah, next question. I'm gonna answer two questions at the same time because they're basically the same. So it's from Momo Nimaga once again and my boy Levi. They ask, when and why did you get into YouTube? So the channel that I have, I created it back in 2011, 2012, but I didn't start uploading anything until July 2019, right? So that was my first video. I think I've always wanted to be on YouTube. I just didn't know what type of content to make. So I was always someone to film myself on Snapchat. I've always liked creating content and just kind of making little videos here and there. Now around 2017, I started my hair growth journey. I was documenting the journey on Instagram for the most part, so showing my progress and all that stuff. And I started to get a lot of questions from dudes, just wondering what I put in my hair and stuff like that. And it was getting annoying to have to answer by message every time. So I was like, you know what? Let me make a YouTube video about it, right? That's what I did. I made a YouTube video about it, to make it easier. I was able to answer all the questions that I may have had. Then I made a second one about 3 weeks later. Then I made a third one about skincare. You guys can go back and watch these videos. The quality is trash, the lighting is terrible, but I'm very proud of that content because it's it's the first videos that I dropped, and they were actually pretty successful. I'm not gonna lie, the first one did really well. It hit 1,000 views within a month, if I'm not mistaken, so I was pretty happy about that. After that, I took a 6-month break, then I started back up in February of last year, but I feel like I really picked up the consistency in about August or September of last year. So if you ask me why I got started, I think it was just because it's something that I always had on my mind. When you get started, you don't really know what type of content you're gonna make, but then I realized that, I might as well just talk about the things that I like, which is fashion, sneakers, grooming. I like to take care of myself, hair. I am planning on doing fitness content as well, but things like that. If I was able to cater my content to a younger me, so someone from 18 or 24, looking to learn, trying to find information, may not have the resources to do so they turn to the internet to find what they need, I thought it could work, right? I think that's what I'm noticing as well. The dope thing is I'm also noticing that there's a second type of people, the people 25 and up, 25 to 30, that may not have learned the information prior to being 25 and up, but you know, still wanting to just level up basically. And I feel like I fall right in the middle of that, where I'm like, there's some stuff that I learned early on, but then some stuff that I'm learning now. It's good that I'm sharing, I guess, along the way. People seem to like it, you know, and it's good because it's also a creative outlet for me, especially during the pandemic. I think if you get started with YouTube, you really have to find your why, you know. So my why really was to help people and to entertain as well in the process. That's a long answer, but that's basically what it is. Okay, so next question is again from Momo Nimaga. He asked, before YouTube, did I know how to edit? If not, how did I learn? Before YouTube, I did have some basics because I used to make like these little fitness videos back in like 2016, and I would post them on Instagram. I would like film on my phone and then like just edit on iMovie. So I had the basics of iMovie, and that's what I was using for about a year until around like May 2020, where I switched to Final Cut Pro. And if you ask me how I learned through trial and error and looking things up on YouTube, you know, just looked at tutorials and things like that. If you are interested in getting started with YouTube and, you know, learning how to edit, someone can't teach you. You just gotta like look for the information yourself and just try it, you know. But it's not as hard as people think. It's just, it takes a lot of time at first, you know, and then once you get better, you get quicker with it, and then it's easier, you can drop more content. But yeah. Next question is from my boy, Trey Styles. What up, boy? Thank you for your question, man. He's also a YouTuber from the UK ting, innit? So go and check him out. I'll put his link in the description. Really cool guy. So he asked, how do I balance work life with YouTube life? That's a great question. So thank you for asking. To really balance both, you gotta have a good schedule. Plan out your videos. In my case, you know, I try to plan my videos like a couple weeks ahead, so I know what type of content I'm gonna be making. Especially right now, you know, I drop 2 videos a week, so I have to make sure that I stay on top of it. If you're in a relationship, having an understanding partner, I think that's very important. When you start, it may take you a lot of time, right? There's some nights where my girl, she knows I'm not gonna go to bed until 2 a.m. As long as she's okay with that, it's fine. If you're single, then just realize that there's gonna have to be some sacrifices. Like you'll have to, you know, stay up later if you want to really drop content consistently. Realize that there's days where a friend might ask you to hang out, but you can't because you have to edit. You really have to enjoy it. You know, you can't just get into it and just do it because you think it's gonna work. You just gotta do it because you like it. Also, I think it's very important that you learn how to take breaks before you burn out. And the reason why I say this is because around August, actually around September of last year, I was at around 350 subs, right? And I liked the content that I was putting out, but I just didn't like the consistency. I committed myself to dropping a video every week for the next 8 weeks. I wanted to like track the growth from those 8 weeks from just being consistent, and that ended up being my best streak on YouTube. Not only because of timing, there's also a bit of luck involved. You know, I found content that people wanted to watch, like hauls and Invisalign videos and stuff, so that gave me a lot of views, a lot of new subs, and then the momentum just carried me over, and I was able to go from 300 something subs to 1,000 subs in 2 months. Being consistent is the most important. I was planning on doing 8 weeks. I ended up doing 11 weeks straight of you know, a video weekly while still working, all that stuff. After those 11 weeks, I realized, listen, I need to take a 1 week break because I was feeling myself kind of not running out of ideas, but just like I was lacking a bit of inspiration. So I needed like a week off just to, you know, chill, not do anything, and that was really beneficial. You can't just be on the go all the time. You gotta chill as well. Next question, once again from Momo, it's what is your passion? I have a couple, so I would say fitness is one of my passions. I don't know if I can say fashion is one of my passions, but it's definitely something that I love. I'm now realizing that I also have a passion for creating content and editing. Also, I love traveling. I hate being in the airport. I hate being in an airplane too. You know, I stress a lot, but I love traveling. So yeah, next question from Momo again. So what is your biggest dream, and do you think you'll realize it? I would say my biggest dream is having multiple streams of income. So it can be from, you know, making money on the internet and other places as well. Working for myself so that where I don't have to rely necessarily on a 9 to 5. Be set, have my family set, you know, whether it's my girl, my future children, all that stuff. You know, I want to be good. Maybe having some type of sponsorship with a brand like Nike, for example. That would be awesome. You know, so that would be a dream of mine for sure. I don't know in what way exactly, but just having some type of sponsorship would be awesome. I would say just in general, working with big brands, something like that. Also having some type of business on my own, whether it's clothing, whether it's you know, skincare product, hair care. If I had a combination of all those things, I think that would be my biggest dream. Do I think I will realize it? I mean, honestly, time will tell, man. I just gotta keep working, keep pushing. Right now, I'm focused on really just growing this channel and see where it takes me, basically. Stay along for the ride, because it could be a good one, man. Guys, I'm telling you, Momo asked a lot of questions, so thanks a lot, bro, for real. He's asking, did I start YouTube hoping to make money, or hopefully, you know, if it happens, great. So to answer your question, no, I didn't start YouTube expecting to get money out of it. And I don't think you should. Money wasn't the reason why I got on YouTube. I got on it because I love, you know, I just like creating content and I wanted to try my hand at it. Did I eventually hope to make money? Yeah, for sure. You know, I think we all do something to eventually, if we can, make money out of it, but it's not the sole reason why. Next question is from Kenny Barry, and she asked, happiest moment of 2020. So that's a really good question. Thank you so much, Kenny, for asking. And I know exactly what it is. I know that the happiest moment of 2020 was the day I celebrated my birthday. It wasn't the day of my birthday, but it was January 18th, 2020. It was a Saturday. I just felt like life was good back then. Kobe was still with us. Pop Smoke was still here. It was pre-panoramic. Everything seemed like it was good. And I remember just having all my friends together in an apartment at a house party, just turning up, having the time of our lives. I'm gonna include some videos so you guys can see, but it was so much fun. Everybody was there, good vibes, good music, alcohol flowing, right? We didn't have any noise complaints, no issues with cops. So it was like, we were there from like, I think 10 or 9 until like 4 or 5, just having such a good time, man. So that was for sure the happiest moment. And my girl really, man, honestly, she killed it. You know, she gave me a Miami Heat cake, red velvet cake. It was awesome. Everybody had fun, you know, and I have a reputation for throwing amazing parties, and just in general, every time I throw some type of party, like people have fun. And that was probably the peak for me. Life was just good back then, man. There's other moments as well. I would say probably when I hit 1,000 subs on YouTube, that was another good moment. So that was November 25th, 2020. I would say those were the main two that I really remember. So yeah. Next question from my homie DJ Waklix. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for asking your question. So he asked favorite hobbies and favorite music type. Favorite hobbies, in the gym, hooping, editing, filming, you know, like just creating content in general, buying sneakers, buying clothes, traveling, going to the movies, and going to concerts. Those are two main ones as well that I really miss, and I really want to get back to doing that. In terms of favorite type of music, main favorite type is rap / trap music. I'm also a huge fan, as you know, obviously, Wycliffe, we talk all the time, but I'm a big fan of drill music, whether it's UK drill, New York drill, French drill. You know, huge fan of that right now. R&B as well, you know, I'm a big fan of R&B. I also like Afrobeat, dance hall here and there, you know, and I would say those are like my main types of music. That's what I listen to usually. Next question, wildest childhood memories. It's tough, you know. I was trying to think about it, man. It sucks, like I don't have any crazy stories that I can think of at the moment. I would say one that really sticks out to me is the day we moved to the United States with my family. I remember we were supposed to leave in the morning, so the night before we went to a friend's on my parents' house to just have dinner and stuff, and I'm allergic to peanuts, and one of the things that they served was like, you have to like eat sausages and you have to like dip it into a sauce. Turns out there was peanuts in that, so I got sick from it. I was like sick the whole night before, you know, having to go on the plane. And then the next morning, you know, I was still sick, like just sitting, you know, at the hotel room because, you know, we didn't have our house anymore. And a friend of ours had like gave us this pickup truck that we could use to get to the airport. And, you know, we had a bunch of stuff with us. We had to get some gas because we were running low. And my mom was telling my dad to go and get gas, but he was like, nah, it's fine, we can do it. You know, typical dad shit. We're driving and then we get to a point where we're running super low. So then my dad is like trying to scramble to find a gas station. We're stressing because if we missed our flight, we're kind of screwed. You know, we don't have a hotel room anymore. We don't have a house anymore. So we finally find a gas station and you see the truck is like slowing down. So we're stressing. We're like, bro, if we stop before, I don't know what we're gonna do. You know, we have to call someone, then we for sure miss our flight, you know? So I don't know, God was looking out, but basically the truck literally stopped, like stopped. Dead stop. We got to the gas station. We were able to park in the spot needed to pump the gas, and we were good to go. It's not a wild story, and if I have any more, I'll try to I'll have to see. I'll probably have to do a separate video about it. It's just a story that sticks out because it was like the beginning of a new life, you know, a new country, being with my family, and just, you know, it was a good memory. I don't know, it was dope. The next question is from my friend Sarah Beth. Thank you so much for your question, Sarah Beth. What is your favorite part about living in Montreal? So I actually like the fact that it's a pretty small city, so you can really get anywhere you want fairly quickly. In Montreal, you can really get anywhere within the city within, at the most, 30 minutes. And that's being generous, probably 25 minutes. Also, I love the food. Like, just the food scene in Montreal is really good. And overall, I would say my main thing is just having so many great friends. Like, I really built a huge, genuine group of friends that, you know, that are supportive, motivating, inspiring. It's nice to have that type of family and, you know, friends in Montreal, because, you know, it makes a difference and it really makes it feel like home. Next question is from Levi, and he's asking, who are my favorite YouTubers and who do I relate to the most? I don't think I have one favorite YouTuber. I've always watched a bunch of people. In terms of OG YouTubers, like, I actually have a list because I don't want to forget anybody. I was really into like Chris Move. Like, coming up when I was like in high school, I used to watch a lot of Chris Move and the 2K videos. When I got to college, I was watching Chris Jones, you know, Physiques of Greatness, the Hodge Twins, Timothy Delgado, Hot Them I Rock, Jerry Levine Jr., Kick Genius, big fan of Kingsley as well, Christian Guzman, Russ Swole, Trey Mo Show, like those types of guys that do McFly, Teacher Men's Fashion. I feel like the people that I watch on YouTube, it varies, and I guess, you know, depending on what I'm feeling at the time. If you look at my subscription box, it's all over the place, you know. Right now, I'm really into Austin Dunham. He does like calisthenics videos. Dom2K, he's like an NBA YouTuber. Rusty Buckets, another NBA YouTuber. I recently found out about Abba and Preach, so I've really been watching a lot of their content. They're really funny. And also, I've been watching a lot of Nelk as well. You know, Nelk is super funny, so you guys probably know about them. But yeah, I think that's who I'm watching right now. So if you ask me, who do I relate to the most? I can't really say. I take a bit from everyone. I don't necessarily watch someone because I relate to them. It's just that I like their content. I think it's just entertaining. YouTube is entertainment, right? It's like TV. So yeah, that's it. Next question from Levi again. He says, where do I get my inspirations from? In terms of inspiration for fashion, I don't think there's one person I get it from. I'm on the lookout, you know, whether it's on Instagram, in real life. I get my inspiration from everybody. When it comes to life in general, I would say my biggest inspirations are my parents and really just my friends and family. Next question is from my boy. Okay, so it's Anthony, another YouTuber. So shout out to you, Anthony. I'm gonna put your link in the description if you guys are interested. If you had all the budget and equipment, what vids would you make? Ideas you would want to try out? That's a really good question as well. I would make like very sick travel vlogs. Like, I would go travel with my girl and just like go everywhere and just like bring content to you guys. Go to Tokyo, Greece, Thailand, Cameroon, all these African countries, and just travel, right? Bring a bunch of vlogs to you guys. There's probably other ideas I'm not thinking about right now, but I would say for now, that's what I got in mind. Next question is from my boy Sami. So shout out to you, Sami. Thank you for your question. And he's asking, when am I gonna drop a training video? So like a fitness video. So I want to drop fitness videos, but it's tough to find gyms that let you film in Montreal. And I don't want to film on my phone because it's just, I don't know, it's not as optimal. I could start making videos outside though, like, you know, doing calisthenics. I am actually trying to get into calisthenics and take it more seriously. I have like the basics, but I want to actually get better at it. So I could, you know, maybe document my journey on that. Stay tuned for that. That could be something that I bring to you guys. Eventually, I'm gonna make fitness videos for sure on this channel, so be on the lookout. Next question from my boy Axel. Thank you so much for your question, bro. And he asked a new YouTube category about bulking advice and recipes. So that kind of ties in with the last question. That's something I do plan on doing. I know a lot of you guys, you know, maybe you're skinnier and you want to get bigger. That was me back in the day. So yeah, I definitely have a lot of advice on that. I will definitely bring that to you guys. Mark my words for sure. Next question is from my boy Justin. So he asked, what are my future plans? So in terms of future plans, I would say probably, you know, just keep growing my YouTube channel, drop content consistently, really get my name out there, becoming an online presence, I would say. Other than that, you know, save, invest a lot more, get my body back in insane shape. I want to get my 2018 body back because I was on point back then, you know, so that's something I'm working on as well. Those are my future plans for now. Yeah. Next question from M. Bengis. Thank you for your question. How did you meet Angelica? You guys are so cute. So thank you so much. Actually, I'm gonna bring Angie over here because I don't think it'd be fair if you guys only heard my side of the story. I think you guys need to hear both, so. All right, Angie, so the people want to know, how did we meet?
First of all, hi guys.
It was like a multiple part story. I had seen Angie a couple of times, like it was on Instagram because a friend of mine like had posted her, so I had seen her already, you know, so I was like, okay, she's kind of cute, you know, checked out the Instagram and stuff. Sometimes we ended up at the same party, but we never really ran into each other, I guess. Even in 2018, when you celebrate your birthday.
I was turning 24, and we're literally in the same club.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a video.
Our tables were like in front of each other. You saw me.
A friend of mine was like, yo, he saw her and he saw another chick, and he was like, yo, we should go and see them. And I was like, nah, I'm good, man. Like, I saw too many guys hanging around there. I was like,
all my brothers, you know.
Yeah, I was like, nah, I'm good, bro. I saw her again at that same club like about a month later. Once again, we didn't really talk because I came with 2 friends of mine, and she thought I was one of.
But that's the day we actually met, I guess. I heard that one of my friends had a boyfriend, but I never seen him, so like I didn't know who he was. And she came to the club with him and another friend, and I was like, oh, that must be the boyfriend. I was like, hey, you know, my business. As soon as I know that that's the boyfriend, I'm like,
yeah, she's off it, you know. I saw her and I was like, oh, she cute, but honestly she looked kind of mean because she was having a bad night, so I was like, I don't know.
That night was just terrible. Like, the music was bad, and me when the music is bad at the club, I can't do it, I can't fake it. About
a month and a half later, I see her at this mural festival. Playboy Cardi had came, it was like a free show. One of our mutual friends had just gotten to Montreal. I see him and he's with Angie and her friend Gabby that was also at the club a month and a half before. So I see her and I see her friend, I'm like, oh, okay, that's the girl from last time. So I smile at her and I'm like, yo, what's up, you know? But she didn't really remember me.
No, I didn't remember him. I was like, who's this man? But hi. Like, yeah, I thought it was cute, but I had no idea who he was. My friend Gabby was like, yo, girl, that's the guy from the club, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, what guy? What are you talking about? She's like, yeah, that's him, I'm pretty sure. I'm like, nah, I would have remembered, you know, would have remembered. Well, I didn't, but
that day we had like a dance battle and all that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I'll put videos so you guys can see.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I was really intrigued.
Fast forward a couple weeks, I see her again at this club. Now we're like at the end of June 2018. That time I introduced myself. I wasn't trying to overstep my boundaries, so I was like, all right, you know, like I'm just gonna give her my name and that's it. We'll go from there.
Yeah, I was low-key really happy he was there and he introduced himself, so I can officially introduce myself too. But again, I'm not the type to make any moves. Like, I'd rather die.
Yeah, she's scary, man.
I would rather eat rocks than make a move. I'm telling you. The whole night I'm like looking at it, but it doesn't know I'm looking at it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I'm not looking and she'll be like. As soon as I look, she's like.
Yeah, that's me.
So then what happened the next day?
You leave the club without saying bye. He says bye to everybody but me. I'm like, okay.
No, I didn't say bye to everybody.
You did literally next to me.
Anyways.
But fine, we moved. So the next day, my friend calls me. We're talking, whatever. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna ask about this guy, which I never do, okay? Never ask about a guy. But I'm like, okay, so what about Marvin? Does he have a girl? I was like, I don't know. I'm gonna look.
I'm gonna investigate.
Check, yeah, do my little investigation.
Yeah, so.
And get back to you.
Right, so she asked the question. Our friend is like, he's gonna investigate.
I'm like, but bruv, don't open your mouth.
Yeah.
Like, be discreet, okay?
Yeah, exactly. While they're having this conversation, picture me like I'm home, I'm chilling on the couch, scrolling through Instagram, and I come across the picture that our mutual friend had posted with her, you know? And I was like, oh, that's her again, you know? So I click on her profile and I'm like, should I follow her? Should I not? Like, I'm like, man, I got nothing to lose, so I follow her, right? But turns out the timing of me following her was like literally right after
like 2 seconds after I hang up with my best friend.
Yep.
Literally 2 minutes after.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my days, this man went ahead and opened his mouth.
So yeah, she calls him back. Yo, bro, what the fuck, man? You know, like basically she's like,
yo, you had to open your mouth? Can you just shut up for a second? He's like, I haven't opened my mouth yet. I didn't say anything yet.
Yeah, that was crazy timing. And then the week after, I saw her again at a party. I was trying to talk to her, you know, but she was mad shy, you know.
Walked into the party and he liked my shoes, so he asked me about it. And I was like, yeah, they're from... And I just left.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, they're from Paris. My brother got them. And then she just dipped. I was like, oh, okay, well, you know. Like I said, I'll be chilling, you know. So then I see nothing's happening. And mind you, like I wasn't pressing about it, I wasn't stressed about it, so I was like, okay, whatever. We'll maybe become friends at some point, and we'll see from there.
Yeah,
but
we had to at least become friends because we had too many mutual friends.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm about to leave, and then another friend of ours had just gone to the party, and he's like, yo, you're leaving now? I'm like, yeah. It's getting late, it was like 4 a.m. And he's like, no, just hold on. So he brings me to the bathroom, pause. We get there, I'm like, what the hell are we doing in there, you know? And he's like, yo, I'm gonna just tell you this, you know, Energy, you know, she's feeling you, so you should go for it. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, so that was news to me, because the thing is, she didn't show me any type of interest. Like, it was hard to tell she was into me, but yeah, once I found that out, then I was like, all right, you know what, well, let me go and make a move. So I was supposed to go home, and I was supposed to go home with a friend of mine. I told him, listen, I got some business to attend real quick. So you know, I went to talk to her, and then got the number, and the rest is history. I put my number in her phone, and I called my phone, but it didn't work.
It rang though.
It rang, but it didn't work. Like, I don't know, I didn't see her number, so I had to DM her the next day, and then got a number, and then we just never stopped talking after that.
Literally since that day we've talked every day.
Yeah, it was like very smooth, you know. Once we started talking, we just never stopped. So yeah.
Yeah, it was very organic from the beginning.
Yeah, exactly. No bullshit, no games, none of that, you know. So that was dope. None of that. All right, thank you for pulling up to the Q&A real quick. So we're gonna get to the rest of the questions. All right, so next question from my guy Steve. Thank you for your question, bro. Thoughts on your skincare products, the good, the bad, what do you recommend? I have a video planned on that, so I'm not gonna go into too much details, but my biggest advice would be, don't buy anything that you don't need. Like, don't buy something because someone else is buying it. Because in my case, like, I have pretty good skin naturally. I was hearing other people using other brands, like The Ordinary, for example. So I was like, yeah, let me try it. And then I ended up trying a product from there that caused me to break out. I had like an allergic reaction. So I really should have just stuck to what I was using, because it was working just fine. As long as you have a cleanser, moisturizer, and then some sunscreen, I think you're good to go. And also you can get a toner. I think those are the 4 things you need. That's it. Honestly, just leave it at that. Next question from the homie, Bad Curly Hair. So shout out to you, Bad Curly Hair. She also makes YouTube videos, so I'm gonna put her link in the description. French YouTuber, killing shit. So yeah. She says, what's the next sneaker you'll try to cop? Well, it depends. I mean, if you're talking about attainable sneaker, I'm probably gonna try to get the New Balance 990 V5. It's like the gray pair. Simple pair, easy to get, it's always available, super comfortable. I would like to get that sometimes maybe in the spring or summer. Now, when you talk about sneakers that are a bit harder to attain, I would say the Air Jordan 1s Dark Mochas. Those are definitely on the list. I need to get a pair of Air Jordan 1s. I still don't have one. It's a crime that I don't, so yeah. It's either I get those or I get the Yeezy 700 V3s Clay Browns. I do like those as well. So I'm checking StockX every day to see what the price is looking like, but it's not necessarily a priority. It's just, if you're talking about next sneaker cop, I would say it's probably one of those 3. So yeah. Next question from my guy, Baku's Pieces. Thank you for your question, bro. He's asking, how's the beard going so far? It's still weak, man. Still weak. But you know, we're working on it, man. So if you guys don't know, I have a playlist for my beard journey, so check it out. It's gonna be up there. But yeah, we know we're applying the minoxidil, man, derma rolling, all that stuff, you know, and hopefully it works out. It's still early, so I can't really tell you right now, but we'll see. 2 months down the line, 3 months down, 6 months, we'll see. Next question is from Frank, and he asked, I heard you never really got Invisalign and that they just paid you to advertise. Is it true? Yo, I don't know where you got this information from, man. It's kind of classified, but yeah, he caught me. So guys, I lied. I actually never got Invisalign. I actually got veneers, so they shaved all my teeth down and I got veneers. Sorry, you know, I made videos because I wanted to, you know, I guess advertise it, but yeah, sorry. So I'm just bullshitting. No, so I actually got Invisalign. I wish they would have paid me, man. I mean, you know, I think I got at least between 5 to 10 people on Invisalign after I dropped my video. So I mean, you know, Invisalign, we gotta work something out, you know, like we can make something happen, you know. So would you lick some ugly fungi toes to have 10K YouTube followers? For 10K? Nah. I mean, I have 2K right now. I'm only 8K away from 10K. I can do that myself. So if you tell me 100,000, even 100,000, I don't think I will. 1 million, maybe? Nah. Forget about it. I'm not doing that. Next question from my guy Momo, and he asks, Team Adidas or Nike? Team Nike for sure. I'm definitely Team Nike. I do like Adidas though. I do like Yeezys, but you know, I like a lot more stuff on Nike. A lot more shoes, clothes and stuff. So yeah, definitely Team Nike. All right, guys. So that was the last question. Thank you guys so much for sticking throughout the whole video. I know it was a pretty long one. I had fun doing this, so I would definitely want to do it again at some point. If you guys have any questions, if you have any comments, whatever, just drop them in the comment section below. Thank you for tuning in. Leave a like. And don't forget to subscribe as well. Road to 3K subs, man. We're going to get there at some point. Hopefully by June. We'll say by June. That was it for me. My name is Marlon, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.